Hello, hello, it's Thanksgiving morning and I'm behind as usual. What we're going to do on this episode of Deliciously Ugly is take a recipe from allrecipes.com and we're going to make their version of a classic pecan pie. And what I did is I printed it off and then I laminated it so that way if I get anything on it, I can just wipe it off. Alright, we're going to also make the Pecan Pie 5. It's got 4.5 stars. Since we're behind and I still have a turkey to get in the oven, we're going to do this later. We're going to go ahead and stick with the classic pecan pie. Now the Pecan Pie 5 takes brown sugar and no corn syrup. So that's something different for an alternative for you guys. But on this one we need, as you can see, a mess of things that we've got here, and we're going to rush through this. And I'll promise not to bore you with everything. Now, we pre-made homemade short pastry crust for our Thanksgiving meal. Actually, we did it on accident. We put too many eggs and ended up making a huge batch of pastry crust that we got to freeze and save, which came out perfect since I'm so behind today. And you can also buy the pre-made pie crusts from store brand Pillsbury. And those will work fine as well. I just want to do this from scratch. Okay, so the ingredients we need is light corn syrup. They recommend Caro. I've got two different kinds, Blackburn's and store brand. Eggs, you need 3 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter melted, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Remember, pure vanilla extract, not the imitation. 1.5 cup pecans and an unbaked deep dish pie crust. And of course, the pie pan that you're going to create it in. I'm going to double the recipe, so I'll post the link so that you can get this recipe yourself. They're a great free site to go to for amazing variety of reviews on recipes and all kinds of recipes from appetizers to desserts. Totally forgot what I needed first. Oh, real quick. Now, we got these from our pecan trees. I had my sons do all of the shelling, and it took quite a while for both of them, and this is nothing. We still have bags and bags of them. But you can also get these at your local grocery store or health food store. We had a really good year, a lot of rain, so these are fantastic. Now, if you are making this for loved ones, say, that have dentures or have teeth issues or whatnot, I broke a molar, so I know how this feels, chop them up a little bit finer. You know, not like they're tiny, tiny, but just enough where they can actually chew it on an area that's not going to hurt them. Okay? Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix our corn syrup, our eggs, our sugar, our butter, and our vanilla. Now, the key is we're not using a mixer. We're using a wooden spoon. And then we're going to combine all that and we're going to stir in the pecans. So I'm going to get quiet and start doing this. Something not listed on here, paper towels, or something that you can just wipe things down as you go, and something to put your spoon on will be helpful.
She was in the middle of her bed, waging a fierce and violent war with her pillows. Feathers flew everywhere. He turned to her, tail thumping triumphant, as he held the vanquished pillow in his teeth. "That's bad. Bad dog." She waved Feathers away and rushed to the bed. Sensing fun, he leaped down, tearing off at the pillow. Feathers leaped out and left a downy trail in his wake. "No! No! No! Stop! Wait! Finn, you come back here this minute."
Alright, you may be seeing that I'm using brown eggs. It doesn't matter. Some people prefer them, some don't. The more baking I do, the more brown eggs I use for some reason. I guess because I keep watching the Great British Bake Off.
What happened here?
You don't have to put the ingredients how I am. I'm just limited on my measuring cups. This is 1/4, and I need 2 cups of sugar. Alrighty, remember, you're going to half this if you're just making one pie. Alright, so now I can use my cup.
She thought better
And I
than her
need 2
hand.
cups,
Whatever happened, happened.
which this is going to take flipping forever.
Then push her into giving a party. On the solstice, Darcy reminded her.
I think I know why I switched to buying the one that has the big wide mouth. Because this takes for flipping ever. La la la.
Then it's up to the fate.
And we are in a hurry. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
And begin to sweep.
I like to use
They all help themselves to
all of my stuff because, believe it or not, light corn syrup and dark corn syrup are not cheap. With the store brand, so far I have seen no
There were
difference.
children racing around or talking harassed. A baby might fuss for some milk or attention, and both were cheerfully provided. She was
2 tablespoons of butter melted, or 4 tablespoons if you're doing double the recipe.
She liked it best when they added their voices, thought of Maud's lost Johnny, and didn't care that
Just
she
a touch
shed
more.
tears in public. They moved from the heartbreaking
And I use unsalted butter
never letting the paste
for this recipe.
Each year,
1 teaspoon vanilla or 2 teaspoons if you're doubling the recipe.
They should record. They should be doing this.
Now,
Ambition came up and knocked him in the head with
the
a
difference
hammer.
between obviously vanilla extract and pure
Not everyone wants
and,
to do everything at one
imitation
time.
is going to be your flavor.
But she stroked Brenna's hair.
And you really can tell a difference
The
most of
more
the
you
time.
do, the more gets done. You're mixed, cruel and true. We aren't together.
Now, it's 1 teaspoon or 2 if you're doubling your recipe. And this I got at my local grocery store, and it's Baker's Scoop, but it's by H-E-B. Also, folks, we're going to do a video showing you how to make your own vanilla extract to be cost effective. And it's fun. So now I'm going to take a wooden spoon, because I don't have to worry about it breaking. I'm going to stir this all together. I'm going to chop my pecans a little bit, and then I'm going to fold them in.
It wasn't just the skill and the dazzle she thought that caught at her throat.
I'm going to break up my eggs because they seem... Now, if you've got a whisk, you can use that as well. I just like my wooden spoon for the simple fact that I know that sucker's not going to break. I've had plastic spoons just break in half.
Ballads and the great whirling reel.
But that's usually when we're making several at the same time, and then the bowl's almost full. Also, you can usually find your wooden spoons at a dollar store or something to that effect. And after X amount of time, you can toss them, get you some new ones. That way you don't ever have to worry about contamination. Stirring the lives away. Alright, so that's stirred pretty good. And you need 1.5 cups of pecans. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Your pecans, how many you want, that's going to depend on what you want. You know, there's no set 22 pecans. It's really based on your preference. Now, you know, this is giving you a general amount. You know, it's up to you. But, you know, in the end, you know, maybe you like pecans, but you don't want that many. Or maybe you want extra pecans.
The music continued to pour out, tangled with voices and laughter. This is how it should be, she murmured. A house should have music. I'll give you music in it. And it was the mad voice, but I need to work. I have to support myself. You can find work to content you here. She had, she thought. She found her life like a mother. Old habits die hard. I need to write, he repeated. That's fine, son. The pop does well enough, and not a problem. And though it may not be decided with a more expertise, we'd manage it all right. We'd manage it our own way. I've had time here, Amy. Face composed, voice level. He turned back to study his face in the sober mid-summer.
Alright, you're going to use 1.5 cups of pecans or 3 cups if you're doubling your recipe. Fold it in there. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to go do my pastry and I'll be right back.
said no.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and add
Kind of thinking had that dark,
this
nasty
to our
blue
pie
bug
crust.
inside of her tin. She ordered
You really
herself
should
a
chill your
dozen
pie crust
and
more, but
packed
we're on a
the
time
deep
crunch
roast
since
of
we only have
chili
one oven. And here we have it. I think it turned out really good.
selling her car, the furniture, shipping the few things.
Now, I should have made the edges longer or bigger, but I was running out of pastry. But it still looks great. This will be the one for home. Thank you for being a part of our Deliciously Ugly channel debut. We will be doing quite a bit more baking and cooking. We're going to do some giveaways, and it's all going to be themed around the ingredients that you need to create something spectacular for you or your loved ones, or both. If you liked our channel, please subscribe. We could use all the support we could get. From my family to yours, have a blessed day.